Hello everyone, I'm Silentdeth and welcome to Seance with Silentdeth. This is a series where we talk about channel news, game news, and I ask the viewers various questions. Today, first off, the Beta 9 or Alpha 9 update of 7 Days to Die is coming soon with randomly generated infinite worlds, procedurally generated villages and stuff. That's going to greatly improve the gameplay in general. I'm hoping they add a few more things like the ability to build more blocks and things like that. But overall, just the new maps will hugely improve, I think, the 7 Days to Die series. Mostly because it'll be a more unique experience. I am very much looking forward to that. They are also going to change the water physics, so maybe we'll have lakes that are more than one deep and stuff in the randomly generated things. That would be an improvement. Upcoming in the Space Engineer series, we're going to start moving a little bit away from what constitutes a traditional Let's Play series and do a little bit of light modding. Modding certain things in Space Engineers is not particularly difficult, but you still get to create a lot of the things that you normally do in a Let's Play, and then you can throw them into a mod. I won't be doing like modeling and stuff, but putting like extra cargo ships and maybe some scenarios, a few things along those lines. So look forward to that coming up in future episodes, though we will be continuing the normal survival world along with doing all that. Both the Total War and the Factorio series have run their course. For Factorio, there probably won't be another season of that, at least for quite some time. The game lacks a bit of replayability, and it's still fairly early in its development cycle. For Total War, I considered doing another season like right away with modded stuff, but quite frankly right now Distant Worlds is just a better game overall, and it's far more fun to play than Total War. Total War does really need to be heavily modded to be particularly enjoyable. It's been true with every Total War game that I've ever played, and it's true with Fall of the Samurai as well. However, in addition to those series running the course, we have a bit of extra bandwidth to play with for me to upload more stuff. Compounding that, recently there's been some stuff with the editing software that I use that has allowed me to slightly decrease the file sizes. About a 25% decrease, which will save me, on average, about 3 hours for every video that I upload. What I hope to do with that extra stuff is, 1, create a new series, but also move Distant Worlds to every day instead of every other day. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to do that yet. I haven't run all the numbers and tried it out. Right now I am currently working on building up a buffer of videos because I have used up all the normal buffer that I have. I like to keep about 3 days to a week ahead of what is being uploaded. That way, if there's internet problems or anything like that, it doesn't affect what date the videos get uploaded. Ideally, 3 days, but a week maybe for different series, which ones are easier to record or can be recorded more in advance. Space Engineers is obviously something that gets recorded on demand as it updates so quickly, and 7 Days to Die generally gets recorded on demand as well, if for no other reason than I just don't know what I'm going to do next. And it does help with comments doing things that way. Distant Worlds is currently getting updated on demand, or being recorded on demand, though I generally prefer to do that about 3 episodes at a time. Though right now I'm doing it on demand simply because there's a patch upcoming. As far as new series goes, I do have something in mind. It's quite an old game, though I think it will be very enjoyable to watch. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Alright, maybe a little. Look for that upcoming in a week or two. I've put some more thought towards redoing or restarting the X3 series. I did some playtesting with my new joystick that I mentioned back in episode 1 of Seance with Silentdeth. It's taking a little bit of time to get used to. And I also noticed previously when I was doing the X3 series, I had only had a let's see, what is it, 1280 by 1024 monitor. And now I'm of course using a 1920 by 1080 monitor, which has noticeably decreased my frame rate quite a lot. What I think I'm going to do is probably wait until I upgrade my computer, until I start back doing the X3 series. There's some other things going on there too. One of the main reasons that I stopped the X3 series was I had a great deal of grinding to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. I was looking towards like a couple of weeks of gameplay that I playing like every day, all day, with nothing that's recordable. So, been thinking about that, and I have some ideas to make that better by making the grinding more entertaining and thus worth recording. Another reason was I was working on a mod at the time, and it was taking, well, too much time because I got kind of stuck on the mod. But I think I can continue that mod and use it to improve that a little bit. The mod changes the spawn ships so that they are more of a type of fleet instead of just a couple of big ships with like a few stragglers. So it would make the grinding money missions a lot more interesting, as there would be a lot of fighters and things flying around instead of just like these 2 or 3 big ships and a couple of small ones. That way we could have a whole big fleet engagement every time we get a bit of, we do a mission or something like that. Additionally, I plan on increasing the amount of money that you get from killing enemy ships, the pirate ships particularly. That is because currently in the game, the best way to make money is capturing ships, but it's also incredibly tedious. A lot of that's because the user interface and just the way things work. The game is really quite dated in its terms of interface and its AI. It's really, really old. I think it's more than a decade old at this point. Not that it doesn't look good, but it's really clunky and it has a lot of frustrations. So what I'll also do is increase the value of the ships that you destroy, the bounty rewards, to be some fraction of their actual value that you would get from capturing them and selling them. It's completely unbalanced, but it is something that would make the game a lot more entertaining to play. at least at the point I am in the game. I think that is everything that I wanted to cover this episode. If you have any questions or anything you want me to address in the next episode of Seance with Silentdeth, leave that in the comments, or if you have any comments on this episode itself. The one viewer question that I had for this episode was about the audio in my latest, few weeks of videos. I've made a slight change with how I'm doing that. Previously, like months ago, there have been complaints about the audio being a bit too quiet, the commentary audio. So I've changed that to be normalized, quite loud, at least from my perspective. It does get quieted down when it goes through YouTube's thing. But I'm not sure if that's too loud, how you feel about the ratio of the game's audio to the commentary audio and all that things. But if you have any suggestions or comments on either the game audio being too loud or the commentary being too loud, or which one should be, or the overall audio being too loud, though you can always adjust the YouTube slider for that part, just tell me how you feel about the current settings, and I can adjust them based on the feedback, because right now nobody said anything. So I'm assuming that it's okay, but that has bitten me in the ass a few times, making that kind of assumption. So I will flat out ask you, do you like the audio the way it is, or should I change it in any way? Anyway, like if you like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time!